Finally made it, guys. It is WrestleMania week. We're going to run down the schedule, everything we know as of right now on Wrestling with Fans. What is good, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Wrestling with Fans podcast. This is a pro wrestling podcast created by fans for fans from a fan's perspective. My name is Kyle. We're at episode 230. It's WrestleMania week, guys. We have finally made it. The long await is finally over. WrestleMania is this week. It's going to be a busy week. It's going to be a crazy week, not only for me here on Wrestling with Fans, but for the entire professional wrestling community. But before we dive into the main topic of the show this week, which is just going to be just the updated WrestleMania card and what's going on here on the channel, had a little bit of a change of plans. So the podcast that I'm recording right now will drop on March the 27th at midnight. Later that night at 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday, March 27th, I will be going live on the Wrestling with Fans YouTube channel for the Go Home edition of Monday Night Raw preview show. Then on Tuesday, March the 28th, drawing a blank there for a second, March 28th, Tuesday, I will be joined by none other than Rick from Game Nerdia. We're going to do a full-blown, in-depth WrestleMania preview show, talking about all the matches and everything coming up later this week at WrestleMania. Then on Wednesday, March the 29th, it marks 5 years for the Wrestling with Fans podcast. Due to some scheduling conflicts, I will not be joined by anybody this week. It is going to be a fun bonus show. Finally going to be delivering the long-awaited WWE Survivor Season 2 Blood versus Water. That's going to drop Wednesday, March the 29th, right on the YouTube channel. Thursday, March the 30th will be kind of one of those last-minute update things. We'll be going live on the YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern, just to kind of go over everything that we know, any updates and what comes from Raw and anything like that. Friday the 31st is the Go Home edition of SmackDown, which I will not be live that Friday, and then the Hall of Fame afterwards. So we'll see how everything goes. And then Saturday, April the 1st is WrestleMania Night 1. I will be going live earlier in the day with sending last-minute updates, things like that, before we head into Night 1 of WrestleMania. And then I will be going live again on Sunday the 2nd in the afternoon, previewing Night 2 and anything that we want to talk about from Night 1. And then next Monday, April the 3rd, I'll be going live again for a WWE Raw preview show. It's the Raw After Mania, the biggest Raw of the entire year, is coming up in just a mere 8 days, guys. This is going to be absolutely crazy. Let's take a quick pause to plug some social medias. Links for everything will be in the audio show description below, and everything will also be in the video description down below. But we'll be right back here. We'll talk WrestleMania. It's Wrestling with Fans. Stuff here for a quick moment. First off, thank you for checking out Wrestling with Fans here on YouTube. If you're enjoying what you see, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below. The other ways you can help support the show is to follow us across all of our other social medias. Check us out, facebook.com/Wrestling with Fans. Hulk smash that like button. Keep up to date with everything going on here with Wrestling with Fans. Or you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Wrestling with Fans. Check us out on the web at WrestlingWithFans.com. New audio shows go up every single Sunday at midnight. Or you can take us on the go and download us to your favorite podcast listening device. You can get us wherever you get your podcast fix. Just search Wrestling with Fans Podcast. We are on all the major platforms: Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. Wherever you get your podcast fix, you can find Wrestling with Fans. Last but certainly not least, comments, questions, feedback, topics you want covered on the show, shoot me an email, wwfshow@gmail.com. Again, that's wwfshow@gmail.com. Links to everything are down in the video description and down below, so make sure you check that out. Without further ado, back to the show. Alright guys, we are back in here, and just another programming. It's Friday on the 31st. It is Fig Friday. It's Friday, you know what that means. And this week, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Tribal Chief, acknowledge him, Roman Reigns. I added an extra belt that he's got both belts. He only comes with the Universal, but we're going to be unboxing the Roman Reigns Ultimate Edition figure for the channel. If you haven't checked it out already, you can also check out my Brock Lesnar unboxing. And of course, last week we did the APA, the Acolytes, Farouk and Bradshaw. They are all up on the YouTube channel as well, so you can make sure you check those guys out. Now, real quick, WrestleMania again, April 1st and 2nd from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. WrestleMania goes Hollywood again. And we currently know a lot more about the card. What we have found out is that opening night one, so opening on Saturday night, will be Austin Theory defending the United States Championship against John Cena. That will open WrestleMania night one. We also know for night one, it'll be Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. And we are also getting the big 6-woman tag match. Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky taking on the team of Trish Stratus and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Lita and Becky Lynch. That is all confirmed night one. Night two, of course, will be main evented by Roman Reigns defending the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Cody Rhodes. Those are the only matches that have a confirmed night just yet. There are also 9 other matches to stretch across these 2 nights. We'll run them down briefly. We've talked about them a lot here on the show in the last few weeks. Charlotte defending the SmackDown Women's title against Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair defending the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. Brock Lesnar going one-on-one with Omos. Gunther will be defending the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. In Hell in a Cell, Edge goes one-on-one with Finn Balor. People are presuming it will be the Demon, but we will find out, I'm sure, soon enough. Then we have the Tag Team Championship match, the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. The Usos will defend against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We have 2 WrestleMania Showcase matches. For the women's side, it is Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez taking on Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, taking on Natalya and Shotzi Blackheart, taking on another team to be announced. I'm sure we'll find out about that on Raw, or maybe even as late as SmackDown this coming week. And we're also getting one on the men's side. We are going to have Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. It's a men's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. I guess instead of doing the Battle Royals now on the show, they are doing the showcase matches for tag teams, which is kind of weird because Liv and Raquel never teamed before. Natalya and Shotzi never teamed before. But oddly enough, Shotzi did have a tag partner in Tegan Nox, who was on the losing end to Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, so go figure there. At least on the men's side, it's for, well, 3 established tag teams and Braun Strowman and Ricochet, who have kind of just been playing buddy cop movie over the last few weeks. And last but certainly not least, guys, it is finally official. Rey finally snapped this past Friday on SmackDown. We're getting Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Father versus son. It should be a very interesting match. I am looking forward to it very much. So that's where we stand. There are 13 current matches for WrestleMania. 13 matches over 2 nights. Now, I'm sure maybe something will be added later on, potentially. What we do know that we'll talk about throughout the week, it is official. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal will take place this coming Friday on SmackDown. Now, from the graphic they showed, we can kind of take a look at who we have here. We have Johnny Gargano, Xavier Woods, LA Knight, yeah, Bobby Lashley. So it looks like Bray is staying out of WrestleMania. Bobby Lashley is in. Karrion Kross, Happy Corbin, Baron Corbin, whatever you want to call him. We have Bronson Reed, Madcap Moss, Legado del Fantasma, Dexter Lumis, The Brawling Brutes, Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Rick Boogs, Elias, Maximum Male Models, The Good Brothers, the looks like Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, the Non-Hurt Business, Andrew Garza and Humberto Carrillo, and Hit Row. It is a massive amount of people for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, there is no word on a female Battle Royal because they probably don't have enough lady wrestlers to fill a Battle Royal for WrestleMania on top of the matches and the showcases that they have going on. But that is what we know. We don't have anything for Raw tomorrow. Tomorrow is the go-home edition of Raw for WrestleMania. We're going to get, I know, a Roman and Cody face-off of some sort. Everything they've done leading into this has been amazing. I'm going to wait to do my full breakdown of everything that's gone on Tuesday. So make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Links are in the audio description, also down in the video description down below for YouTube watchers. Also this week, going to be trying out the YouTube podcast feature. We'll see how that goes, so be on the lookout for that. They are adding podcasting to YouTube now. You can make a playlist and have it distributed through YouTube versus normal podcasts are distributed. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to work. So this week I'm going to try that with this episode to see how things go. But that is WrestleMania, guys. That is what we know for WrestleMania. Now, we also have WrestleMania weekend on Saturday, April the 1st at the Crypto.com Arena. NXT Stand and Deliver. They have 7 big matches announced. I will probably live stream before or after. I'm going to try to watch Stand and Deliver live as it happens. But there's 7 big matches for all you NXT fans out there. Let's run down the card real quick. We have Johnny Gargano taking on Grayson Waller, defending the honor of none other than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Braun Breaker defending the NXT Championship against Carmelo Hayes. Rumor and innuendo is that Braun Breaker is a shoo-in for the night after WrestleMania Monday Night Raw. So we'll see if Carmelo takes the strap or if Braun retires from NXT as champion. We have cut that back just a bit there. A ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. It is a fatal 5-way. Zoe Stark, Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyrie, and Indy Hartwell. I know 3 of them. I don't watch NXT much anymore. We also have a tag team match for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Fallon Henley and Kiana James taking on Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. A fatal 5-way match for the NXT North American Championship. Wesley will be defending against Dragon Lee, making his NXT debut for all intents and purposes. JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, and Axiom. Then we have a triple threat match for the NXT Men's Tag Team Championships. Lots of multi-participant matches for Stand and Deliver. We have Gallus defending the titles against the Creed brothers and the D'Angelo family. Last but certainly not least, we have an 8-person mixed tag team match with the winner gaining control of Chase University. You have Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, and Thea Hall, Chase University, teaming with Tyler Bate to take on Schism, Joe Gacy, Jagger Reed, Rip Fowler, and Ava. Excuse me, the card looks really good. There's a lot of names I am not familiar with because, again, I don't watch NXT on the regular, but I will be watching Stand and Deliver just out of pure curiosity as what they're going to do. Get to see some future main roster superstars, some of which could be we see on Monday Night Raw, guys. The rumor and innuendo from the Raw after Mania is running wild, just like Hulkamania did in the 80s and 90s, and it's still doing today. The likes of Bronson Reed, even Carmelo Hayes, or not Bronson, excuse me, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Cameron Grimes to the moon are all being slated for potential call-ups. You have the rumored innuendo of the return of the $1 million broski himself, Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder. He is the indie god. His wife, Chelsea Green, just recently returned. He is good friends with Cody Rhodes. Will we see the $1 million broski on Raw after Mania? Who knows? Lots of stuff going on. I don't have much more to talk about. This podcast was meant to be short because there's going to be a lot of content coming this week to the Wrestling with Fans YouTube channel. So for all of you audio listeners, make sure you go to youtube.com/Wrestling with Fans. Click the subscribe button and click the little bell icon, set your notifications always to be notified anytime we're going live or anytime a new video drops. Again, doing the live Raw preview show tomorrow night. Tuesday is the WrestleMania preview show with Rick from Gimmick Nerdia. Wednesday, I'm dropping the WWE Survivor Season 2 Blood vs. Water episode for the 5-year anniversary. Thursday is going to be a kind of a final recap of the week before SmackDown, but after Raw and NXT and all that stuff, just to set the table for WrestleMania 39. And then Saturday afternoon, I'll be going live to recap SmackDown, recap the Hall of Fame, and preview Night 1, any last-minute things going on. And then on Sunday afternoon, I'll be going live once again to briefly recap Night 1 and then to kind of preview Night 2. And then next week, there will be no audio show on Monday because Monday we're going to have to record the WrestleMania review show. As of now, I believe I will have the wife, I'll have Jen with me, and potentially Rick from Gimmick Nerdy will be joining me for the review show. We're going to have a nice WrestleMania party this weekend coming up, guys. Let me know, sound off in the comments in the YouTube comment section. What are your plans for WrestleMania? Are you getting together with a big group of friends? You're going to watch it alone? You're going to go out to a bar or a restaurant or something? What are you doing for WrestleMania? I'd love to know what people are doing. We're having a big party, having a bunch of people together, getting some food together. We're going to have a lot of fun. I cannot wait for WrestleMania this year, guys. One final time before we go, let's just run down all the social medias here at Wrestling with Fans. We'll be right back. I'm going to interrupt myself here for a quick moment. First off, thank you for checking out Wrestling with Fans here on YouTube. If you're enjoying what you see, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below. The other ways you can help support the show is to follow us across all of our other social medias. Check us out, facebook.com/Wrestling with Fans. Hulk smash that like button to keep up to date with everything going on here with Wrestling with Fans. Or you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Wrestling with Fans. Check us out on the web at WrestlingWithFans.com. New audio shows go up every single Sunday at midnight. Or you can take us on the go and download us to your favorite podcast, the listening device. You can get us wherever you get your podcast fix. Just search Wrestling with Fans Podcast. We are on all the major platforms, Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher. Wherever you get your podcast fix, you can find Wrestling with Fans. Last but certainly not least, comments, questions, feedback, topics you want covered on the show, shoot me an email, wwfshow@gmail.com. Again, that's wwfshow@gmail.com. Links to everything are down in the video description and down below, so make sure you check that out. Without further ado, back to the show. Alright guys, and that is going to be a wrap for this brief little episode on Wrestling with Fans, episode 230. It's the kickoff of WrestleMania week. Also hoping to get it dropped this week. I've been editing it, just doing a lot of 2K23 content. I have my full review that I'm editing. I have some videos of some updated current superstars you can download and community creations that's going to drop on the channel. This week's going to be crazy, guys. I hope you all are in for the long haul here as we approach the 5-year anniversary. It's WrestleMania week, guys. I got nothing else to say. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night live on the YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we do the go-home edition of Raw preview show and everything else. That's all I got. So I'll see you all Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday, and then next Monday, guys. It's going to be fucking crazy this week. I'm going to stop rambling and end the show here, guys. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for listening. Once again, my name is Kyle. And I'll see you next time right here on Wrestling with Fans.